Good morning, friends. Today I am there with you to discuss a very important aspect which is coming in the news every day, and that is the proposal of the government on a tour of duty. ये है क्या? What is this tour of duty? It is basically induction of soldiers in the Indian Army for a period of 3 years, and this is a result of the government's decision to reduce the pension bill, which is assuming large proportions. So the government thought of downsizing the Indian Army and reducing the soldier intake, and thereby putting a limited period of engagement of these soldiers in the army for 3 years, and address the problem. But will it address the problem? What is the solution then? It's important to understand what a tour of duty means. Basically, a soldier will come in the army, he will serve for 3 years, he'll get trained, and then he will be asked to leave. Does it serve the purpose? क्या ये फौज का जो पर्पस है उसको सर्व कर पाएगा? शायद नहीं। और इसकी कई वजह हैं। एक फौज में जब एक सोल्जर भर्ती होता है, ही इज रिक्वायर्स टू बी ट्रेन फॉर एटलीस्ट 6 to 7 years. उसकी ट्रेनिंग में ही इज टॉट द वेपन सिस्टम्स. Today we have complex and very technical systems in the army, and it is not very easy to get trained on this equipment. This training in the Indian Army encompasses in a graduated manner from a Sipahi to a Last Naik to a Naik to a Havaldar, and at every step he is being trained to handle this equipment. So, will a soldier with 1 years of training be able to handle all these equipments? It's a question mark. Secondly, we have seen in the various wars, and the latest one is in Ukraine and Russia, how important is it to have a professional army guarding the borders of the country. Can we afford this kind of trained manpower to be available in the army? What will it do to the morale of those soldiers who are serving for a longer term? Will these soldiers who will be there for 3 years, will they have the motivation and the same zeal and paltan ki izzat to compare with those soldiers who are on a regular basis? These are very important questions. And what happens to the recruitment of those who have already been recruited, but their orders have not been published? In the last 2 years, 1.3 lakh young people of our country stand recruited to join the army. They have completed their medical, etc., everything, but have not been called. What happens to this manpower? The disgruntlement it is going to cause to the youth of the country. We must remember that 70% of our country is comprising of people who are less than 35 years of age. So I have an opinion that this tour of duty is not a relevant concept for a regular army, because army is not a place where you will have a tourism, come for 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, and then you start calling yourself a veteran or an ex-army person. It is all about the ethos, the esprit de corps, the training, the professionalism which actually goes into it. Today, if the army is called the last bastion in the country, it is not called without a reason. It is because of the commitment of the soldier, the way he is brought up in the Paltan, the way he is taught the ethos of his being there, and a way he relates to a naam, a namak, or nishan. Will this 3 years of training inculcate these very qualities in Indian Army soldier? It is for you to decide. I hope the country and the leadership of the country realizes that this is not the right time to bring in a tour of duty. Jai Hind.